We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You got away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Roscoe!
Oh shit, he's priming. No, not now. Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit! Let's give this a try. Not bad. do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clyde! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty,
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
better give Otto the good news.
Always need
Welcome
patching
home,
up.
Sid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Clive, you're back. I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. All done?
Ah, the conquering hero.
I may have picked up.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too close. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, Who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them, consider it the price of today.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say?
I suppose we are.
Well?
Nothing escapes you, lady. It's true.
Good. And what can I do for you? You'll not find a better price than that. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Blackthorn. What is it? I wanted to tell you that... Under a noose. I'll try to live up to the name.
Back, are ya? Not saying Fornian, do you? Should last you a good while. My best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later. bad, if I do say so myself. My best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
No.
Look, he's crying.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must there shall be.
Oh, really?
Finally.
It has.
Thank you, Clive.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that, alas, it seems you are the... To others, you...
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the beast. But until I do...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Oh, I'm... Thanks to see it.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian just spreading the word. So, the professor's got us? No. Ah, but I can think of plenty of friends back at the old, not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, she's been going at it hammer and tong. Very well.
Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come.
Sorry, I'm too busy. I've got to get this thermal displacement.
So, and
Only the fastest, finest ship that... Me and my dad designed it together, where other vessels rely on those, which is where the stack... I may have already talked some, but the stack's a bit more involved. Thing is, I'll come and see my dad. Good old Clive. First things first, the stack will be made up of 3 major There's the plating, here, the helm over the top, and the shielding.
Full suit of armor. Probably best to take it one piece at...
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else, I've got the designs and the list. Show these to Blackthorn.
Well, I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
predators started reading books that don't have any...
Blackthorn.
Out with it.
It's for me.
This my luck one.
She said you would...
Krieger's teeth. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, and I'll need it. Get Gavin up.
Right. So Mid's roped us all in yet again, has she? Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave.
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get... That means an alloy. Something that won't break, which is where you lot come in. I need material. Now, there's a special kind. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply.
Well, we'll get... One of us should probably give you an anchor.
and the other can go in.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up. You going after the stuff? Which one of the...
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So,
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the...
southern reaches... I'll go and scout the place.
All right. While you're...
You two, eh?
Fleet.